Man, with my theme music. Why it abruptly like that? Why? Anyways, welcome everybody. Welcome all you peoples, you supporters, all my loved ones out there. Welcome to another wonderful world of Wealth for Generations, another episode for you guys. I'm kind of excited about this one here because we got something new, something I have. I've technically kind of had something like this gentleman on here before, but we haven't had specifically what he's doing. And what he's doing, man, I'm happy and excited about it though because
Yeah, man.
the first one I get is a top notch one though. I didn't come across somebody who's like no disrespect, because everybody starts off differently and everybody has their own path and their own journey. But it's just nice to know that I'm coming and bringing in somebody who's brought
been
the
doing
level,
it. Has
a nice level into
the
it. You know,
the passion for it. It's just not
Mhm.
just a business. It's a passion behind
Yeah.
it, and that's what makes the difference between just somebody who cuts hair and a barber. Is
Mhm.
I believe it's the passion that they put behind the clippers. It's
Very
not
true.
just I can go make a quick $40 on this dude, but
Yeah,
the
that's
dude's not
very
gonna
true.
come back if he doesn't put the passion behind what he's
Right.
doing and in the
Mhm.
craft that he's mastered for all the years that he has.
Word
That's a fact.
to your mother.
Word.
Agree with that.
But anyways, let's get into some quick introductions and then we can get back into this dope show that we have for you guys. So first and foremost, let's give a round of applause for the giant of all giants holding it down, Mr. New Graduate.
Yeah. And already signed up for college. You see that?
Yeah.
On it.
I started a couple weeks.
On it.
1 2 weeks.
Oh,
Hey.
starting college in a couple weeks too.
Y'all know my
I'm
cash
sorry,
out.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Mr. Jimmy Vaughn. I never dropped the name. Sorry, we got all applause inside. I never said the name.
Right.
Y'all know my cash out. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, hit it up. Remind the peoples. You never know.
$.
You never know when them generous peoples might be watching, you know?
Right.
I'm broke, y'all, so help me out.
Broke college student in the house.
Po, right? Oodles and noodles. Guess what I had for dinner last night?
So
Bologna
good.
sandwiches.
Was it fried though?
It was fried
split
bologna
it in the
sandwiches.
middle?
Hey, see,
Right,
that's
I put it
when
on
you
the
coming up
side.
though.
You know what I'm saying?
It just wasn't the one piece of bologna.
It was 2 piece. Yeah, double piece of
Yeah,
and
I
it-
had 2 sandwiches.
Mustard
Oh
ketchup.
shoot.
Ketchup. No, I didn't use
Did-
ketchup.
Okay.
I used
No
mayo.
ketchup. A little
With
mayo.
With
mayo.
hella chips on there.
Did you crunch some spicy chips on it? I
used
knew
regular
it.
ones. I used
Wonder
regular
bread.
ones.
Barbecue.
No, actually, I used the artisan bread. But it was still
Oh, you
$1.25.
trying to be
Was it wheat
fancy.
or
He said,
white?
I use artisan bread.
Come.
It was $1.25. That's why.
It was wheat, wasn't it?
Ooh, he
Yeah,
said, screw that 49
the
cents
honey
bread.
It's the honey wheat. Hey, see, you still catching the minerals, man, because you know
Catching them hoes.
that bleach wheat, ain't doing nothing for you.
Yeah, that
No.
flour, that white. Yeah, you don't need none of that.
The white bread, I don't know. The white bread is better though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, he do
Especially on the
be
bologna
like some white bread sometimes.
Yeah,
Shit.
My girlfriend
Yeah.
I mean, I can't talk either.
me neither.
What do you say? My beautiful milk of magnesia. How you doing, boy?
But let's get into another introduction. We got the unstoppable object, the juggernaut, Mr. Frank the Tank in the
Yeah,
house.
I'm so glad to be back. I'm sorry I missed last week, y'all. I'm blessed.
Yes.
My daughter had a great dance recital last week, and couldn't miss that, man.
Yes.
So
Congratulations
Gotta
on
take care
that,
of the
man.
shorties.
We did take a moment. We had Mr. Frank and Mr. Johnny were here in spirit, and we told y'all everything was cool. They was just here in spirit because just Jimmy.
you hit
Jimmy
the
up on that.
blaze,
Yeah.
blaze.
There we go. Okay, and then last but not least, let's get into the Mr. Mobile Extraordinaire, the freaking legend of legends when it comes to barberings, coming straight out of Iowa, representing the hot state now. We've got Mr. Byron Muhammad.
Yeah, Mr. Byron.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being here. How you feeling today, sir?
I'm feeling well.
Good, yeah, awesome. Thank you for being
Met
able
some
to
new
take...
friends already.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Heck yeah,
Already.
yeah.
Family already.
Yes,
Quick
sir.
passing
Yes,
that.
sir. This is
Definitely.
just the start of it, man.
Yes, sir. So yes, let's get into the first segment of the show though. Let's get into that health is wealth. Alrighty, the Health is Wealth is brought to you by Jessica Marrero and Christina Rose of Elevated Souls. They say that we are here to elevate your soul. You can reach them at 480-269-2649 or what's up, buddy? Or you can follow them on IG, which is what I recommend. So you can find the pop-ups and check out the specials and all that jazz. I hear they're going to be offering some delivery and or pickup options this summer since it is so hot and the vending does kind of slow up a little bit out there during the summer because it'd be like 128 degrees out there. What? Scissor? You going to the bathroom?
No,
Pineapple.
Bathroom.
Oh, this guy. Whatever. That's how you know. That's how you know he's 16.
That's how you know he young, bro.
Hey, don't do that. He giggled too.
I sure did. Because my old ass did have to giggle.
He probably did giggle, but he wasn't over there like.
He was out there in the bathroom. He was out there with me. He was out there with me looking.
Whatever. So by a show of hands, let's see who is familiar here with blue-green algae.
Ooh, I am.
Sort of, not really, kind of. I think I've seen it in my
You know
house
what I've been
before.
learning about a little bit?
Meckles?
No. I've been learning about. Sorry. I've been learning about like different like herbs and like plants and roots and everything now.
Like turmeric?
Turmeric, that's one of them.
Ginger?
I use there's what's it called?
Please do your due
ginseng or
diligence
something
on searching through
like ginseng or something.
this
like
these vegetables and stuff that's out there right now.
I eat them. It's because first like
you trying to get more vital?
I play Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm being honest with you, and like the way you heal is like through like actual
I laugh because I know the truth in it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because there's a little weird nerdy sidebar thing for me. I was a really, really big fan of Gran Turismo when the like I think it was the A spec came out where it kind of changed everything, and I was really, really involved in that game, and that's how my car knowledge came. Like, because that was the first time they tried to be like as real as possible, and they used real vehicles for the whole catalog, and that's how I learned about like Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Aston Martins and all kind of vehicles that we don't really have out here in the street too often.
Yeah, they use but yeah, you get to use watch it with the motor and the pedestal or something like that where you press
motor.
That's what I said. That's what I meant. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Same way they make the masa.
But you use that and you can like actually like make your own like stuff to like heal yourself, heal your horses. You use like
one of the greatest healing herbs that just about everybody has in their cabinet?
Okay,
no, oregano.
Who keeps that in the cabinet?
Oregano.
Oregano?
Yep.
Oregano's
They had all the way to like this kid did a whole entire scientific experiment and showed like actual man-made prescriptions, like antibiotics and stuff, and it only did like 20-30%, and then the oregano like killed it all, like 99% of it. And so like when people tell you to add oregano into your teas, like you're getting the most powerful antiviral freaking herb that you can put in your.
Is the thing, or oregano is more like is like a booster?
No, oregano like literally kills.
It is the one that's like
that's
tight,
the.
Tight. Have we had oregano on here before? I don't know. If we haven't, just you need to do some due diligence
Mm-hmm.
and get some oregano on my list.
Yeah, man. Because it's
done it already. I don't know.
It's one of those things like when we talked about doing like your black seed oils, oil pooling, detoxing. So like oregano,
people, oregano. All you Italians, that's why they be looking so. I mean, no, I don't want to offend nobody, but Italians be looking good sometimes. They age well. They age like their wine, and they be having oregano.
They slowly behind us. They're slowly behind us.
Yeah, I mean, they're behind us. I mean, us in Asia, we be killing it. Black people in Asia be killing it.
Salads.
But you gotta with the olive oils, you gotta like really look at your product of olive oil, because store bought like there's so much added to it that makes it like terrible.
If it ain't in glass, you might want to pass.
Except for when you use olive oil for hair products, skin products, castor oil, those kind of things are like incredible for especially us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
extra virgin.
let's get into some blue algae factuals over here. And y'all know how Jess likes to hook me up, so you know I'm forewarning you. Bear
There's
with
probably
me a
some
little
words
bit.
in there you don't like.
Well, I ain't even gonna lie, man. Me and my son were practicing today, and I'm not 100% sure I got it down right, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right, so all right, folks, let's dive into the world of blue-green algae, aka cyanobacteria. Cyano. Yeah, that's right. So we starting off good. AKA cyanobacteria. This stuff is like nature's multi-tool packed with all kinds of health goodies. Here's the lowdown. Nutrient powerhouse. These tiny guys like spirulina and Aphanizomino floss aquae. That's the one. That's the one. I was like, gosh, Jess. So I'm gonna say it one more time just in case you guys didn't get it. Aphanizomenon flossa aquae. Something like that. Yeah. Are bursting with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Think B vitamins, iron, and beta carotene. Basically a green smoothie in algae form. Protein punch. Spirulina is loaded with protein on par with eggs. So if you're a vegetarian or vegan, this could be your new best friend. Anti-inflammatory magic. Got arthritis or some nagging inflammation? Compounds in blue-green algae might help calm that fire down. Immune boost. Thanks to the nutrients and antioxidants profile, blue-green algae can give your immune system a nice little boost, helping you fend off those pesky infections. Detox hero. These algae are great at binding to heavy metals and other toxins, helping your body kick them to the curb. Kind of like you mentioned with the juicing, like that's kind of what you do when you do the juice fast. You get all those metals and those extra toxins out of your body and stuff like that. We have digestive dynamo with enzymes that aid digestion and support a healthy gut microbiome. Please, blue-green algae keep your digestive system running smoothly. Energy elixir. Need a pick-me-up? The dense nutrients in blue-green algae can give you energy boost and help combat fatigue. Just a couple more. We got cancer fighters. Some studies hint that these algae might have anti-cancer properties thanks to their antioxidants and immune supporting effects. Heart helper. Low cholesterol and blood pressure. Yes, please. Blue-green algae can contribute to better cardiovascular health. And weight management. High in protein and nutrients, these algae help you feel full and satisfied, making it easier to manage your weight. So next time you see blue-green algae on the menu or in the supplement aisle, you might want to give it a try so your body will thank you later. And it will. Trust me. This is not a paid advertisement. So after hearing that, anybody feel like they might want to incorporate that into their diet at all? Jimmy, what about you? Huh?
Why name me first?
Because I always go to you first because sometimes you like to go off on a tangent and do talk about other random shit. So I like to get that out the way.
I don't know what I wouldn't. I'll consider it.
And sometimes your answers are like that.
That sounds more like a no.
Right. What about you guys? Is something you think you might try to incorporate into your diet in the future if you haven't already?
I would.
Yeah. I think, like I said, I think I might be vaguely familiar. I feel like I might have seen a powdered form of it at my house before or something like that.
Yeah.
But I know there's also drinks out there too that have the spirulina in it already.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people.
A lot of the super greens have spirulina in it because, I mean, it's actually really good for you. Just like when you go get spirulina sprouts.
Yeah.
If you get them in the baby form, they actually are more packed with nutrients because
the microgreens.
Yeah, because they have all the nutrients in it to become a big plant. Yep. So you get them small. Add them to your sandwich. Add them to your salad.
That's another thing that's getting kind of big too in that health world is the microgreens. Do your due diligence on that one, y'all, because that's the big one that's helping out. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for the Health is Wealth, and we're gonna go into the next segment of the show, which is Asking the Masses. Asking the Masses. So today or this week on Asking the Masses, what we got for y'all is do you have any hairdo nightmares and would you like to share? Just to remind you, the story doesn't have to be about you particularly, just as long as you're involved. So, Jimmy, Frank, Mr. Byron, do you guys have any stories you'd like to share about any hairdo nightmares or anything like that? I'm gonna cut out to
I want to hear from Mr. Byron because I know he's probably had a ton of them in his 25, 30 sub years of cutting.
Right.
Funny is one of my craziest hairdo nightmares is my mother. Way back in the 80s when I was a youngster, was going to she was in cosmetology school. So she needed a model. And this is the 80s, so this is Jerry curl time. You know what I mean?
Just let your soul glow, baby.
She brought her little son in and wanted to give me a Jerry curl. And we went through the process, and she turned my hair orange.
Oh,
bro!
snap.
I had an orange Jerry curl. The sun hit it. I don't know what she did wrong. It's terrible. It was dry. It was not only dry. I looked like Pennywise. You know what I mean? It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
I was gonna say at least we can maybe give you kudos to one of them, you know. But I guess
I laugh at her. We talk about that routinely. You know, as I go out in my day preparing to do haircuts, we laugh all the time. You're like, you know, at least I didn't turn out like you doing hair. And we laugh about it a lot. So
damn.
talking about that like last week, literally about how she turned my hair orange.
That's good to know that you guys got that relationship and that humor. You guys can look back at it. No one really takes it too personal, you know. Yes, sir. In the back with this.
I'm a terrible one.
Yes, sir. In the back with the faded shirt that's brand new.
I had a bad grade. You said what? You said my shirt is faded?
But it's brand new.
Jimmy, don't pay attention to the shirt.
Huh?
I said, don't pay attention to the shirt. What was you about to say?
What's your story, sir? Come on, sir. What's your story, sir?
Well,
story time.
I remember what I did, but I got in trouble. And my sister was like, I'm gonna cut your hair. Like, he usually cut my hair anyway, but I'm gonna cut your hair. And he gave me the George Jefferson. So he got all of it bald right here and left this.
Ooh, he gave him that Fred Sanford and Son.
Oh my God!
Did he teach?
Did he make you go to school like that?
Hell, I wish he would.
Hell, you know what though? Like, on another note, like,
my eyes, bro, I was hurt.
So you had to be bald for?
Oh, he just cut it all off.
So
you had to
hit it with a 0.
Oh, I didn't mind being bald. Yeah, as long as I didn't have that was cool.
So would you had to end up doing a 0, a no guard, just all the way around? Nothing. So you didn't like
your imagination.
you was rocking a peach fuzz. You had a peach fuzz head.
Not even that. That shit was bald, you know.
Smooth. Fresh cut.
Well, we got some entries from the social medias. We got Miss Jessica Marrero, my fiance, my lady. She said one time she went to go get highlights done, and the lady ruined her hair so bad that she couldn't even brush it. She had to cut it off. She said like 12 inches off, and her scalp was burnt, so she looked like. I forgot she said that part. She said, so I look like an albino mouse with my scalp pink and my hair white. I was so mad. And then I sent her a picture of a shot from the Witches. Y'all remember that movie? Like it was the Witches was the movie with the ladies. They came to like the resort and they all gathered up all the witches and then they were turning the kids into like mice.
Oh yeah,
or whatever. And then they were like in the meeting, like everybody's gone. Okay, we can relax. And they like threw off their wigs and shit because they're witches. They're like, oh, look at this itchy thing, and they're just looking rough. It was pretty funny. It was funny to me, at least.
That's all that matters.
All right. Yeah. And I had my friend Katrina Gonzalez come in. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the band. Thank you for the band. Give a round of applause to our band in the back. But I had my friend Katrina Gonzalez. She came in and said she tried to crimp her hair when we were at Desert Sands, which is like early 90s, brushed it out, or mid-90s, brushed it out, and it was so big, cried in the bathroom till it got wet and tamed it. I have my other friend, Miss Leonie Amber Reese. She said that she tried to cut her son Ziggy's hair and she failed horribly, and she just knows that she will never try again. Tris, she said she used a round brush before to make her hair straight and got it all tangled up.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's probably that. Ooh, I can't even imagine that one, just all tangled up in the. So one of mine, I thought I had this cool idea once. I had my cousin D'Amica, shout out to D'Amica, who always did so many duties of mine, and being my cousin, she would always hook it up. You know, I gotta give respect to her because she's probably done like over thousands of dollars of work on my head for free. So, you know, thank for that blood hookup. But anyways, I had this great idea once. I wanted these little like poofs on my head once, and I still think it looks kind of cool, to be honest. That's not the bad part. The bad part was I could not sleep that night. Like my head, all those little poofs, they were tied off so tight, and I literally had to like prop myself up and go to bed because my head was.
You had to do the Friday. You had to do the Friday.
Seriously, I was like, I had to sit up. Like my head was just so, and it was because it was so many. They were probably about that big, and my whole head, just little. My friends made fun of me and everything. I had broccoli head. I had little explosions.
Yeah, you kind of look. You probably look like your Wealth for Generations tree.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, it was like, and to be honest, like I still like that. I probably would do it again, but yeah,
I think I did that once before.
Bands was just they were just too tight that time, and that's what I regretted about it. I could not.
Tender scalp. I couldn't have when I had my mom try to put cornrows. I couldn't.
I had
that shit hurt. I start crying.
Should I told my mama let it grow out, and I wanted cornrows. And she took me to my aunt, which everybody knew she made you look like your forehead grew like to a six head. She had your forehead, your eyebrows where your forehead was. Man, she did my hair one time, and I was like, "Give me a fade, fade it." I couldn't handle it. I didn't go back to the roots of the dreads until my son said I couldn't grow out dreads better than him.
Oh yeah, he challenged you.
Yeah, he challenged me. That's what got me to do it.
I had an escrow. That shit hurt and burned.
Ooh wee! You got to follow them directions to the T.
Trying to be that.
It says 7 minutes. Don't go 8. Your shit's gonna be hot.
Trying to be that dark skin Albie Shore over there.
It burned. It's supposed to burn.
No, it ain't. You don't put that pink lotion on your edges, you gonna be fucked.
Well, that's gonna wrap it up though for Asking the Masses today. That was a good one, I think. But we're gonna get into the next segment of the show. That's the meat and potatoes. The meat and potatoes of the show. We're getting into the actual interview. What? What is it? What is it?
No, it ain't. Stop. Quit it.
I'm not gonna say rebuilding board.
Okay.
Say it into the mic if we're gonna say it.
Is it Wealthy Wisdom?
Yes,
there you
sir.
go. Yay, he got it.
I don't know if they heard you.
I guessed.
But yes, we're going into the Wealthy Wisdom. Today, we have a gentleman here with us who I am proud to present to you guys. We have an absolute powerhouse in the house today, a man whose entrepreneurial journey spans multiple industries and states, hailing from Des Moines, Iowa, but now bringing his hustle to the sunny streets of Arizona. Let's please give a warm welcome to the incredibly dynamic Byron Mahab. Muhammad. Sorry. Byron is
Mr. Byron.
Byron is the definition of a busy entrepreneur, from forming a Bells Bond company to forming a bail bonds company. But that's not all he's done. There's even more, like successfully opening up a Supreme's Cut barbershop in Iowa, and then evolving and taking his passion to barbering mobile, cutting hair on the go across Arizona as Byron's Supreme Barber Studio. And let's not forget, he's a dedicated family man with a loving wife and children. Byron's story is one of drive and versatility, proving that with hard work and determination, you can build wealth and success in any industry. So buckle up,
Amen.
folks. We're about to dive
That's
into the
right.
world of business, barbering, and beyond with Byron Muhammad.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Man, he's been like bringing in people like, you finna hit the stage. Like,
Appreciate it.
I mean, it's dude. I want to make sure. I feel like I've watched past episodes, and I feel like sometimes I kind of failed people. You know what I mean? I got to make sure they know who's coming in.
It's
You
a
know,
blessing.
so when
you
I
you
can,
getting even better, bro.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. When I can take the time to, I mean, and actually, just a side note, not to put anybody, but if you coming onto the show, just make sure you have something floating around at least that I can look up, because there is a couple of times where I've tried to go look up people and I'm like, all right, Frank is here. He's here. And he's worked the job before.
He's breathing today.
That's all that's really out there on the internet about him. Like, okay, all right. So yeah, so there's been a couple of times where I haven't had the opportunity to do something like that. So I try to take pride when I do have the opportunity. But let's get into the wealthy wisdom and get some questions out there and see what's going on with Mr. Byron here. So real quick, just so the people know, what exact business venture are you involved in right now and dedicated to right now?
Right now, it's the Barber studio. It's getting majority of my time getting that set up, getting me established here in the city. I moved here July of last year, so I'm just really getting the wheels turning to the way that I have consistent customers. I'm going to different type of events, trying to be get established here in Phoenix, being that I'm not from here. But the beauty was I know before I moved out here, I probably knew 40 or 50 people that had transplanted out here from Iowa, out here from different places. I have customers that was my customers in Iowa that live here, that were able to get me established, introduce me to different people and different things like that. And being that I've been cutting hair 25 years, I don't know a stranger. So that's one thing about being good. When Frank was talking earlier about just cutting hair and being a barber, that's one thing that's very important, is being able to just connect with people, immediately, because everybody cut hair. You know what I mean? If you don't make a connection deeper than just a haircut, then why I got to travel an hour and a half to get to you in, Ahwatukee, or you in Buckeye? We got to have a connection deeper than just you cutting my hair. And so, with that being said, so the thing that I'm working on right now is the barbering, is getting my mobile barbershop.
Nice.
I got other aspirations, but that's the starting point.
Nice. And mobile people, make sure you caught that. He's a mobile barber. So that's what we're gonna kind of be focused on a little bit more today, because I have had some people come in the similar profession, but you are the first one that I've had that is mobile and on the level that you're on. So just for you peoples as well, just a side note before we get any further, we're gonna take a quick tour of the facility of his barber studio today. So at some point today we were going to cut for, not right now, the second. At some point today we were going to cut for a commercial break. And if you are tuning in through the Habari network at that time, if you are familiar with it, please switch over to the IG, the Wealth for Generations Instagram, or the Wealth for Generations Facebook, or if you're watching and you're familiar with Mr. Frank Hardy's Facebook, at that time, live too. Please switch over, because we're not taking up these whole tripods and everything and microphones and going out there to showcase the studio. Right. So we're gonna do that live via our phones. Just a heads up, so you guys are ready when we do that. But let's get back into the wealthy wisdom. First question we got for you today is, why did you decide to start your own business, sir?
Ooh, you gotta dig back in the old file. You gotta go to that rolling cabinet and shuffle through them.
Because there is nothing more important than being able to do for yourself. When we look at the world in which we live in, and we see so many different people, so many different cultures, in commerce amongst themselves. It's something that's very important for our community, for Black people, is to be able to do business for ourselves, to gain wealth, to keep it, and to transport it into our families, into future generations, and whatever that industry may be, whatever you may find yourself, even if it's a quote unquote small mom and pop operation. You know, those has been the lifeblood of many communities that, 50, 60, 70 years down the line transpired into something bigger. So that was really my impetus of way back when I was 22 years old, to do something. If I gain some knowledge, do something for myself as opposed to give it to another person. Do something for myself. So that was the number one reason why I wanted to do that, is do for self. And that was
self-wealth is key.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. So that was where I started. That was the mentality that I had when I started.
Awesome. Perfect answer. I like it. Ever since going on your entrepreneur journey and trying to be your own business man, what is one attribute that you had to come to terms and be honest with yourself? Like something like punctuality, or being the person that making the phone calls and being on the phone. Because I personally, I don't like really talking on the phone unless we actually got something to, I'm not one of those people that's just like, I don't like dead air. That's why I don't like being on the phone.
Right.
But yeah, is there anything like that you feel like you had to kind of be truthful about yourself and be like, all right, I need to get this under control, or I need to maybe reach out and get a third party to handle that because I'm not strong in that situation?
That's a very good question. And the answer to that is that's something I faced in making my decision here. And that is that I am not a good manager of people. Because I care so much about the person that I didn't put the business first. That's one thing that's hard being a businessman, and you care about people. So, oh, you coming in late every day. Oh man, I got this going on with my kids, and I side with you and your kids because I'm a father, and that's what I am. The greatest thing my most successful thing is being a father and being a family man.
Amen.
So I side to that. Well, while I'm siding to that, there's customers walking out because nobody's here on time. And I'm not. So I was too much of a family. I was too much of a nice guy, too much of a people person, that my managerial skills in terms of being able to put the business first, that kind of lacked. And that didn't really hit me. That isn't something that I really got until years into my business, So I would go home with all this type of stress in my head, and I'm worried about this and I'm worried about that. And I know what I should have done in terms of business, but my relationship with the person was way stronger. It was like impossible for me to be that jerk. It was impossible for me to be that, because you got to have some type of.
You're stuck in that like sitcom parent.
You gotta have some point in you where you like, look here, man. The business has to be. You gotta handle business first,
right?
And I wasn't good at that.
It's one of them conversations you go up like, dog, I love you more than you probably will ever know. But
yeah,
I cannot have you coming in this bitch late no more, bro. We losing money, bro. And that's hard to do when you have a relationship with somebody.
And I wasn't good at that. And that's part of the reason why I'm mobile and it's just me. Because I don't have that. I don't have to deal with that anymore.
I definitely feel
because
that.
My relationship with my clients is top notch. Like I got clients that come out here to this day when they come to Phoenix. Like, hey, where you at, man? And I met people I picked my buddy up from the airport. My guy was at the steakhouse in Chandler. He said, I'm gonna go to the steakhouse in Chandler. I'm gonna go early. My dinner's not till 6. Can you show up at 5 and give me a haircut? It's just been stuff like that. That he's in town, and my people that I was cutting hair for so long in Iowa, when they come out here to visit, So yeah, so I was doing that, and they still love me to this day. So I didn't have many problems with customers. Not to say that I'm perfect and I never had any problems, because that's foolhardy to think that. But my majority have been great experiences, you know. And so so I was like, you know what, I'll do mobile, so I can keep that as the number one focus, and I don't have to deal with other people, and I don't have to deal with their attitudes, because I'm not gonna judge you as a person. I'm gonna love you regardless, but I wasn't always putting the business first and say, hey, bro, I understand you got such and such going on, but we got to do this for the business. I wasn't good at that. And that came into
that's real.
No, that is
later.
Real. That is real. That's real. Because I've definitely had to deal with that. And I feel like I'm not the best managerial person. I've been in a couple situations where I've been like lead or supervisor or supposed to be the boss. And I've always been similar to that. You know what I mean? It usually takes me to get upset for me to be that person, to be like, all right, dog, like, all right. Like, this
at that point, it's too late.
I've been cutting your people's hair because I want the business. We can't lose it. Now I'm gonna have to let you go, or you're gonna have to, you know what I mean? And then, like you said, at that point,
it's too late.
Now there's animosity, it's just too late. Yeah,
because you're not gonna deliver it correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're dealing with other men. So now, who you talking to? And then now it's like, now it's contentious, right? You don't talk to me like that, and it just.
And then we all let our pride get involved.
You know, it's barbershop. We dealing with men, so.
36.
Okay.
Perfect. Thanks, man.
Commercial. 45. So that was one thing you had to be honest with yourself, was the managerial situation, which is cool too. I like that you decided to go with the mobile, because like you were saying, dealing with the other people, and also dealing with the other people, it can't affect you. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out there that only look at the face when something goes wrong. Right. You know, they don't understand the dynamics of the business. So if Frank doesn't show up, they're saying Byron's barbershop is fucking up. Right. Excuse my language. I know I cuss, but anyways, it just felt weird saying it right there. Even though Frank is the one that's showing up, they're still gonna say Byron's barbershop is the one messing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then you have no control over that. Your name is getting messed up, and you have no control over that because of these other people. But going mobile, you eliminate those other people, and if something happens, you also have
take full responsibility.
Yeah,
take responsibility of your actions.
Responsibility to fix it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? If it's Frank's situation, you don't even have the opportunity to fix that.
Right.
You know what I mean? They thinking you suck because Frank didn't show up, but you can't really. I mean, you could offer to be it, but they're like, well, no. I mean, Frank's my barber, so I mean, you can't cut my hair. You're like, I got a seat open for you if you want. But like, no, yeah. And some people is just loyal like that too.
And that's the thing. That's within, the barber industry. If you get on Instagram, there's so many different Facebook, TikTok. There's so many different influencers and people talking about the barber industry. But that's one thing that's in the barber industry, is when you have the booth rent mentality of I pay you your money. And I do as I please. You know what I mean? I come and go. I make my own hours, and that has an effect on the overall business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's something that the barber industry is changing. That's why you see a lot of
appointment only.
Appointment only. You also see a lot of people that are doing not booth, but they're renting.
Like chairs,
the chair rental, but they're doing the different boutiques by themselves.
Oh, like pop up, kind of like pop up vendor pop up kind of situations.
They're doing they're renting like singular. The word I'm looking for to come to me, but they're doing singular. Just they're going into different type of businesses, and they're just have a booth by themselves.
Yeah,
they're not in the barbershop.
Not like a group of a lot of shops.
Absolutely.
But it's just a singular.
So that people are doing that for that reason. You also have barber owners are now setting up more contracts. Doing different things like that to try to make it more of an industry. The thing of the barber now is really, really industry. A lot of it was just, you just thought your mom and pops, the hangouts, you know what I mean? We all got the beautiful stories of going to the barbershop, watching the game, talking about sports. You'll go on a Saturday, didn't even have a haircut schedule. You go in there and play checkers and play dominoes and play
Listen
chess,
to the old
hang
heads,
out,
talk about life, so that way you get ahead.
The latest album come out, the rap battles. It was a beautiful spot. The barbershop is transitioning from that to very, very regimented, very much working as an industry. You're still going to have that barbershop feel, but you're also they're making it a lot more because of the money. I started charging $11 for a haircut when I first started.
Yeah,
$11, $2 extra if you got your beard and your mustache done. You know what I mean? So now you go in the barbershop, you're not getting a haircut of quality for less than $40.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's been a big change in the barber industry. Clippers was $65-$70
for the good ones. For the good ones, though.
Yeah. Now Clippers is $199, $299, $300 for Clippers. So the industry's changed a lot. And so with that is the things that people are expecting and the things that people are willing to do in the industry is also becoming differently as well.
Nice. Definitely. I like that answer. So I got another question for you, and then I think we might be going to a break soon after that, right? Right. Okay. So what is gosh, what was the one I wanted to ask? What is one of the biggest lessons or obstacles you've had to face becoming a mobile barber, or unexpected lessons or obstacles from kind of like from transitioning to being a shop and then to being a barber? What's something unexpected that either was a lesson learned or an unexpected obstacle? Like I didn't know I was going to need this big of a generator to be, or if I'm not even sure if you use a generator, but that was just something that popped in my head.
So you know about the heat in Arizona?
Yep.
But you don't know about the heat in Arizona till you get out here, right? You know what I'm saying? So, I got my AC unit. I put it right over the chair. I didn't do it. My guy who put my van together, he said, I'm gonna put it right over the chair. It blows. So the person in the chair is icy cool. Me, on the other hand,
Ooh, got that sweat towel.
chocolate in there, boy. I'm telling you, I'm in there like, oh my goodness. So I've tried to do a few things, to do things to augment the AC. So what I probably am going to do is me and my guys working on it now. I'm probably going to add a generator. I didn't want a generator. I wanted everything to be buttoned up and really, as we'll go outside and look, I wanted everything to be tight and really, professional. And I didn't like the look of a generator, but that Arizona,
that extra.
And so I run my air now, and I run it with my van running, so I don't overtax my batteries. The alternator can keep throwing energy, electricity back to my converter and everything. So, but I'm going through gas like $40 a day
because it's just running while you cutting.
Yeah, and it's idling and running, and then it's hot, so gas evaporates more,
and then you're running the AC
in the heat, and so it's just so I'm gonna do a generator because it's gonna make it.
It'll be an investment, but it'll be worth.
And I didn't want to put excuse me, thousands and thousands of dollars in lithium batteries in there because they don't even let you bring them things on the plane, so they're getting better.
Yeah,
but my buddy who does my van, he's like, look here, bro, I don't trust them like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that'd be
give them a
at
few
least
more
in our
give them a few more years. He said give them a few more years when they get a little more established. He said, but I don't trust the lithiums to put them in here like that. And he has it. I met him, and he turned to like a brother. You know what I mean? And he does great work. I told him what I wanted, and he ran with it and took it to heights that I never.
Hey, we finna go check this thing out.
Just before we do, real quick, is this a like a homie, or does he have his independent thing going on?
He got a business here.
He got a business. I would love to maybe try to get him on as well.
Oh, heck yeah, he would definitely come.
And is that like that's his profession? Like he refabricates vehicles to like whatever you need. He's a custom. I'm gonna pimp your ride.
Custom Culture AZ.
Custom Culture AZ.
Yeah, his brother's name is Gus. But if you can think it,
he's
can
down
do
to try
it, bro.
it. Like if we can,
and
if we can draw up a blueprint, let's do it.
He came out here, like I was introduced by one of the people I was telling you about that I knew already out here. He said, "Man, I know a buddy." I was introduced to him through a buddy of mine. And we just clicked, man. And I talked to him. His name is Gus, and he moved out here from LA. He used to work out in LA doing vans and cars and custom. And he's like, "Man, I was working for other people." He was like, "I'm gonna work for myself."
Yeah.
Same type of similar situation. So I'm moving out here. He had just opened his he had just opened up his garage and opened up his spot like 6 months earlier. And he was new, and he's like, "Man, you gonna give me a chance with work like this? I'm gonna take care of you." And
Nice.
and we just bonded, you know.
Hey,
So
man, that's dope.
I tell him that if I ever make my way up to the top, you coming with me, bro. Because
Amen.
the work he put in was like he took my little input and took it to a whole nother level.
And y'all about to see. Let's go. Let's take a
we're gonna take a anybody on there, bro?
Commercial break.
Come with us.
Come with us.
So
please.
If y'all I know we black, but why we black? I'm blacker than black, and I'm black. I'm blickety blickety. Yeah, I'm black. I'm blickety blickety black. CB4. I just like applauses. Anyways, let's get back into the show. If y'all missed it. But in all actuality, if you go to my personal Facebook or my personal IG, it should be roaming around for the next 60 days. I think it told me.
60.
Something like that. I think it says 60 days.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
But
if you go on Frank's, who did it on Facebook, I think it's gonna last longer on that one, right?
I think so.
On yours?
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, check us out. Check out our behind the scenes footage. If you want to check out the van, we got to go take a quick tour of the Byron's Supreme Mobile Barber Studio. But let's get it. What do we got? We got probably like another 10.
I think so.
More like another 5.
Another 5. Well,
Yeah,
you know
55,
what?
56.
Hot damn. Let's get into the last segment of the show then.
It's Jimmy's.
It's Jimmy's favorite. Well, I want Jimmy to sit down first so we can.
I gotta fix.
Well, you got a loud voice anyways. You got a loud voice, big old giant boy.
Say 1, 2, 3.
We building, boy. Yes. This is the final segment of the show where the special guest gets the floor to promote any contact information, wherever you're going to be at next. If you got any specials going on or anything like that, sir, Mr. Byron, Supreme Barber Studio, you have the floor.
Okay.
So, Mike, sir.
I appreciate you much for
No
having
problem.
me on.
No problem.
I really do. You know, I haven't been here long. You know, so this is
Can you bring the
great for me to be here. Great for me to get the exposure. But you want to get in contact with me? I do my bookings through my cell phone number. Reason being, you know, the apps are real big, but the valley's huge. So, you know, you want to book me and you live in Mesa, and then I happen to be in Goodyear for the day. That's impossible to get across. So what I like to do is I like to put my customers in certain areas for the days. That way I decrease my travel time and allows me to get to. So you can contact me through my cell phone, 602-880-0344. That's 602-880-0344. You can call, or you can text. You can make appointments that way. You also could go onto my website, which is ByronSupremeBarberStudio.com. I have a beautiful website that I have set up as well. And you can get in contact with me on Instagram as well, Byron Supreme Barber Studio on Instagram. And on there, I try to do different content of where I'm at. I go to First Fridays a lot. There's a couple other. My buddy had a sneaker expo. I went over there, cut some hair there.
Oh, where was that at?
It was.
Was it downtown Phoenix?
No,
okay.
It wasn't that one. He set it up. Another guy from back home moved out here. He set it up. He was over at a church over in the Bitmore area.
Okay.
So basically, I just go. I'm different. I'm trying to build different things, different places where I can go regularly. I haven't found a place where I can just post up regularly because I do want to be able to find a set location. That way, I can do more because being mobile in the day, with the time it takes to cut and the time to travel to the next one, I can't do as many heads as I would like to. Well, not really that I like to, because I've been doing this for 25 years, so I'm not trying to do 25, 30 heads in a day. I've been there 9-hour, 12-hour days. But I am looking for a location to be. But on my Instagram, when I do have locations, I have that located there. I have it put that on my Instagram.
Nice.
So I have that where you can contact me, and I'm also always trying to cross promote with different businesses, different individuals, because we all we got. You know what I mean? And our success in business is very much, when I said do for ourselves, so it's very much tied to how we network with each other, how we have something that we can do and then we can add and promote that you do, that maybe we can do together, or that we can share, and it comes in and it crosses each other, that my customer can be your customer and your customer can be my customer. So, I noticed that there's a lot of, great barbers in the Valley, so I have no type of nothing but congratulations and approval and appreciation for any barber that's out there that's in this industry. I'm just trying to make my own lane and connect to whoever I can connect with.
Amen.
And
Blessings.
I love to see, other barbers be successful. But for me, that's the best way to get in contact with me. I do my appointments that way because, the Valley's huge. Des Moines that I moved here from, 500,000 people.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Valley, 5 million people.
Yeah.
So it's 10 times bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I've been here since.
And that's probably just metropolitan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They probably ain't counting like Chandler and Gilbert.
With all that together, it's 5 million.
Oh yeah, it's counting all the little stuff too.
Yeah, it's counting all that together. Yeah. So
somebody commented that when I trip to AZ, I have to come see your mobile shop.
Please do.
Who was that?
Please do. Greg Farley Jr.
Greg Farley Jr.
Yeah.
Is that a repeat right there? Is that somebody you already have?
So somebody Passion Muhammad.
That's my wife. That's what the missus.
There we go.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the same thing she's doing.
Yeah. So Craig Farley Jr. That's my guy from back home. He is I affectionately call him the cameraman to the stars because he shot videos for me at my business. Anytime I needed anything, he would come through, and put me on the schedule. And that's my guy. His brother, Tuan Farley. Great father, great dad, and he's been my customer forever. So,
shout out to the Farley brothers.
This is the industry that for me, I make like, the thing about me that I love about being a barber is that I take my relationship with you, your family, seriously.
Amen.
Like I've been doing this enough to know that I have an influence. And so I only speak life into any child that I cut. I only speak positively to any brother that I engage. If he got a business, I've been in business 22 years. We can talk and bounce ideas off each other. If I can help you, and I dang sure can learn from you. So, that's how I operate in business. So it's not just getting a haircut from me. We were going to become family. I got, people I've met, I just got here in July of last year that called me for advice. Hey man, I appreciate you listening to me, man. It's more than a haircut. This is an experience. Getting in this van is an experience. And then you have your very serious days, then you have your light days where we turn the game on and we watching the NBA playoffs and we in there just hanging out and chilling. So that's what I really would like to present to the people and offer, is that it's not just a haircut for me. It's really a relationship and established where we become family. All my customers from Iowa, and they're like family, man. I miss them greatly. But it was just something in my life, and that's one thing that really helped me in this transition, that as I told my customers I was leaving, as much as they didn't want me to go, because they knew me and they knew my story, they was like, bro, this is what you need to do, bro. Yeah, we're gonna miss you, man.
Yeah, they gave you that push.
But they was like, you need to do that, bro. Go out there, be with your mom, be with your family, man, because that's important for you and you need to do that. And that was so, heartwarming for them to do that for me, because it's 25 years of business, you're giving up a lot to start over.
And like you mentioned, there's only, what'd you say, 50,000?
500.
It's 500,000 out there.
So you probably knew a quarter of them.
Man,
being in business for 20-something years, you probably came across a quarter of that population.
I knew a lot of. I've had dads that had their first child. That their first child became a customer, and then that customer now was having sons. So I was doing the dad, the son, and the son. It was like, that's how long I was doing it.
Man.
And I'm trying to restart that out here.
Generational wealth right there. Hey, that's why we're here.
Absolutely, the generational wealth piece. So that's the parts that I want to sell. More importantly about being a barber is that those connections.
Yeah.
Um,
Never know who you might meet.
absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
Right.
So always keep an open mind, keep an open spirit.
Yes, definitely.
That's a fact.
Well, I want to thank you again, sir, for making the time to come on down to the Wealth for Generations podcast here at Habari Entertainment Studios. This is not a paid advertisement. But we're going to have to wrap it up for the show. Let's get into some exits. Let's get a round of applause for the giant of all giants, Mr. Jimmy the Fahan.
He had to add
You
that.
want to say bye or nothing? You just gonna...
I'm tired of y'all playing with my last name.
Hey, man, I'm American. I just sounded out the way I see it.
I'm tired of y'all disrespecting my last name.
His last name is Vaughn, but it's pronounced Vaughn.
All right.
Hun.
Yeah, so I was just
That's how it's.
yeah, but I have an Arizona education. We're like 48th on the list.
Oh wow.
And we were taught to sound it out the way we see it.
Vaughn. That's how you said. That's why you said it like that.
They actually said knife.
Yeah, man. When I was in 3rd grade, bro, that's what they used to teach us. They said knife, lasagna. That's what they taught us. Lasagna.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh man.
You don't want to tell people bye, Jimmy?
Peace.
Man, they can't hear your piece, bro. You ain't on camera.
Y'all done hurt
You
Jimmy's
ain't on
feelings,
camera,
man.
bro. We on camera.
Y'all done hurt Jimmy's feelings.
Man, Jimmy talks.
I'm tired of my last name being played with. Golly.
Jimmy talk more shit to me than I talk to him all day.
Hey, look. Yeah, don't.
Tired of y'all messing with my last name. R.I.P. Papa.
R.I.P. Papa.
Shout out to Vince. Yeah.
See?
What? He's not part of the legacy? Vince Vaughn isn't part of your bloodline?
I'm finna end the show, Elijah. Come on.
Let's get a round of applause for the unstoppable object, the juggernaut, Mr. Frank the Tank.
Yeah, blessed as always. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Another
Yes,
good day.
Let's get another round of applause for Mr. Byron Muhammad for taking the time to come hang out with us. Thank you, sir. It is much appreciated. Let's get another round of applause for Jimmy.
Yeah,
Jimmy. Blah, 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 blah. And then last but not least, we got a round of applause for you guys, all you followers, supporters, all you guys over there. Thank you. We wouldn't be here without you, or would we? Yeah, we would. But on that note, peace.
Yeah.